immoderate thirst, and pus-filled swellings behind the ears, in the armpits, and in the groin. These are symptoms of a fever provoked by excess sanguinity in the liver.
Let me see now. According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes. Oh, can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever? Then I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see now. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water.
Potion seller.
Huzzah! I am cured!
Holy shit, he really did just brew a potion.
Strong water to cure all London of the plague.
Extreme gaming. Alright, let's see. Oh, I've lost the one I'm supposed to be on. Here we go. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Drag left, turn page. Miss Allen can't hide her trouble be.
God give you good day, madam. How may I?
Are you Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam. I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to
Quote unquote doctor.
Mistress,
Oh, sorry.
Mistress...
Allen, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mr. Allen? Pray describe your troubles to me.
Well, the pain started full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Oh, not that I'm in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawn.
For what, madam?
That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A moment whilst
Oh, the chundering.
Headache and involuntary purging. Is that all?
Aye, that is all. And thinking on it, my complaint to seem most trifling, and you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you, pardon me, for I have wasted your time.
Prithee, do not
Oh,
go.
sorry.
For I assure you, madam, your case verily is important to me. And 'tis important to you, is it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day.
Well, aye.
Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the...
Evil digestion. You're probably pregnant. Gregnant.
Child, Mistress Allen.
Pergananand.
Reason for your celebration last evening?
Pregante.
Aye, but how did you know?
I can see it in my chart, madam. There is a planet aligned with Scorpio at present. Scorpio being the constellation that rules over such matters. Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
It has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did feel the child quicken. So, indeed,
I
Thomas
accidentally
reports
skipped a
are
line.
celebrating, as you
Fuck,
say.
man.
For I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never. And Mr. Allen and I do
Dear
pray
lady,
this one will be
the
born
presence of the
alive.
planet Mercury in my chart does suggest you suffer from anxious passions on account of your condition.
Anxious
And given
passions, you
your
say?
ill-favoured history, I warrant 'twas the twin burdens of hope and fear that provoked your troubles last even.
Oh, I see.
Pray take this flask of wine, madam. It has been infused with cloves, ginger root, and cinnamon. Drink of it each morning, and you should soon feel much improved.
Verily, I will do as you advise. I thank ye heartily, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
Here we go.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. Be it Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester
Here we
Cathedral.
go.
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not
So
upon
this is just
church
how
visits
Britain
that I
is,
come
right?
from
That's
this
just how they are now.
'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel. I have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities. And, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientifical means. And now, these investments of which you speak, pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed. For sea voyages are most perilous. And if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my
Captured by
entire
pirates,
investment.
you say?
Aye, forsooth. 'Twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Aye.
Oh, yeah,
naturally.
the greater of your
And
concerns, huh?
whither
Is that
might these ships be bound?
what you're going
The
with?
first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me
Let's
on which
see.
of these 2 ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg, we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
Yeah, the Pride of Yarmouth should
First,
work better.
I must advise you that your investment will bring about a change in fortune for you.
I should hope so. Indeed, it is the reason for my desire to make such an investment. But in which ship?
You must invest in the Bride of Yarmouth.
The Bride of Yarmouth? The bride? But how on earth?
Allow me to explain, Dean Blagg. In the house of marriage, we see the planet Venus, which does represent femininity. And what is the feminine element of a wedding? 'Tis the bride. Ergo, the bride of Yarmouth. Do you now see? I assure you, my logic is most sound.
Doubtless it is, though 'tis of no use to me, for I said nothing of a ship called the Bride of Yarmouth. 'Twas the Pride of Yarmouth. Pride, with a P.
Ah, verily. But I...
Oh, tush, Dr. Foreman. I will not judge you harshly, for in truth I too do oft find myself thus befuddled. We elder gentlemen cannot
Listen, I
expect
might
to
be
as
stupid.
sharp as once we were. And
Here we go.
Sir, I hardly think we're of the same age.
prithee, sirrah, as much as I would love to bide and discourse with you, it is almost time for my afternoon nap.
He's
May I
just
keep
like
you
me,
benefit
for
from
real,
your
for
house?
real.
Good day, Dr. Foreman, and keep ye well.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go on to the next page. Comely. uh, Here we go. Let's on to the next scene.
Good morrow, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp. And how may I do you service
25,
today?
huh?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. A dear, kind man, but I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not think I could bear it.
Oh.
Verily, I would not. Indeed, methinks I would rather not marry him at all. Am I very heartless, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. A man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Let's
Merely
see.
the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr. Middleton have any ailments that might hasten his death?
I really appreciate the writing because it very well suits the voice actors they picked out for this game. Unfortunately, this game being fully voice acted means there's nowhere for me to like get a word in edgewise. You know, I can't say stupid shit, which is just a little annoying, but how the meatball bounces, you know. Bewitched, cardiac passion, dropping down of the piss. You know what, let's get a little silly. Let's accuse a witch.
I have grave news for you, madam. The stars indicate that Mr. Middleton is in mortal danger. Aye, it seems he has been bewitched by a ruthless woman who intends to kill him. Know you of any such woman in his life? A jealous sister, perchance, or a spinster neighbour with a particular fondness for cats?
do not think I know of such a... But hark, is that the hour? Methinks I do hear the church bells strike.
Verily?
I must now to the almshouse hasten to attend the poor sick children who await my ministrations. I thank ye and bid you good day, Dr. Foreman.
Yeah. I think I picked wrong. Beware! Is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? I can't do the voice. London has lately been importuned by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended a university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Dr. Dick Smith, President, the College of Physicians.
Murdering would those doctors come. Murdering those doctors come. Murdering one fine day. Those doctors would they slave for? Those doctors will they slave for? Slave for now. Will they send him to jail? They send him to jail.
I really like the silly little songs between levels. Like they're charming. They're oozing with soul, as the experts put it.
What is the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do?
Stars advise me. Right, or use a brilliant mind to forge strong relationships with my querents. And the solution involves being sensitive to the needs of my querents. Let's try that.
It seems that if I'm to avoid prosecution by the College of Physicians, I must obtain a medical license. Towards this end, doubtless the best course is to serve my querents well, treating their illnesses and problems with intelligence and sensitivity. For if I do, they may favour me with letters of recommendation, and I can use these to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Now we're talking.
Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who is come to inquire, dressed in such strange attire? Tis Ferraro, Signor Ferraro.
I fucking love this game so far. It's phenomenal.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman
Let's
of
see.
Venezia, come to make a
Yep.
trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, huh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth, I will seek to do so, Signor.
This man's
Pray,
spicy.
describe
I
your
love him.
complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Pain during urination?
See, and is pain down here. Molto pain.
Pain in the lower back. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
All right, here we go. The gout. No. Stones in the kidney. Dysentery. It seems most like stones in the kidney, because it's the only one that has kidney area, pain in the kidney area and difficulty passing urine. And since the kidneys are around the lower back, seeing eye to eye with me, or
'Tis a case of stones in the kidney, I regret to say. But worry not, senor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Ah, your famous strong water. This water is said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Ricardo Ferraro bids you good day.
now we're talking. Lacks finesse. Hell yeah.
Ah, well met, Mistress Allen. Pray tell, the last time I saw you, you were with child, methinks. Pray tell, how
I
fares...
would rather not talk about that if you please.
Oh.
I see. I am full sorry, madam. What
I'm
brings
come
you
upon
this?
the
I
matter
beg
that
your
brings.
pardon, madam. I prithee, madam, say on.
I'm come about the new law. I know not what to do, and I would have counsel.
You are in trouble with the law, madam?
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences, my Sunday absences from church. I am afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
Ah, 'tis the Act Against Recusants you speak of. The law that obliges Catholics to attend church and take the English sacrament. You are of the Catholic faith, then, I take it?
I, a Catholic, but as well a law-abiding woman and a full loyal subject of the Queen. Long may she reign.
I do not doubt it, madam.
But to take the
Here we
Protestant
go.
sacrament, 'tis heresy. So says the Pope in Rome. I risk being damned to hell if I do it, Dr. Foreman. Verily, I find myself in a most terrible bind.
I see. Damned if you do, yet condemned if you do not.
Oh, that's the
Cruel bind
worst.
indeed.
All right,
Let us see if the stars may untangle it for us. Should Mistress Avis Allen attend Protestant church services?
all right, let's see what our choices are this time. All right. The moon. This represents women. There may be a creative solution for appeasing the Pope in Rome, whilst also honoring England's Protestant legacy. Risks getting in trouble with the law and being punished by the authorities. It is Mistress Allen's duty to cooperate. I'm sad to say that is probably the best course of action.
The stars confirm your fears. You must attend church every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted for being a recusant.
Oh, but then what of my soul, Dr. Foreman?
Methinks I have a solution for that, madam. If you were to cross your fingers behind your back during the service, any Protestant oath you swear would not count. Of course, you must be sure to stand at the back of the church while doing so, so that only God may see, and no one else.
Forsooth, what an ingenious notion!
Heh.
Oh, Dr. Foreman, you have saved me.
Mimi Big Brain Boy.
Sir. 'Tis so. Verily, 'tis most admirable.
But, dear lady, 'tis you who is to be admired. The strength of resolve, your devotion to your faith, and your...
Yeah, now we're talking.
Would you care to see my collection of Venetian glassware?
I think I would. Indeed, I would like that very well.
Are they gonna have premarital gex? Coitus post consultatio. Oh, they had premarital gex all night.
Here comes a beauty dark as night. Her hair does shine, her eyes are bright.
Yeah, now we're talking.
A damsel formed for man's delight. Oh, she is quite a lady. Oh, she is quite a lady.
I'm thinking Trombone Champ sometime next month. A lot of really funny songs have been made into a custom charts.
Of Bishopsgate, here for my consultation.
Welcome, Mistress Bassano. Bassano, 'tis an Italian name, is it not?
Aye, it is, sir. Though I was born in London, my family are from Venice. They did come to London to gain employment as musicians at the royal court.
Ah, I know one of your countrymen, Riccardo Ferraro, another one of my querents. Mayhap you know him? He hails from Venice, too.
No, sir, I do not know him. Venice is a large city, and as such, 'tis home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
Aye, of course.
Simon,
Mayhap
you
we turn our
dumbass.
thoughts to what brings you hither this day. Have you a question for me?
Aye, sir, I wish to know what afflicts me, for my belly does begin to swell, and lately I oft find myself chundering after meals.
Swollen abdomen and involuntary upward purging. Well, now, let us consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia Bassano?
Sounds like pregnancy to me. Liverworm? No. Liverworm. With child cricking the knees. You have
neglected to
baby.
ask, is there a Mr. Bassano?
Aye, my father still lives.
I mean to say, are you yet married, Mistress Bassano? I presume you are, for the stars indicate that you are with child. Wondrous news indeed.
Ah, I see.
Of course, it is natural for a young lady to be a trifle anxious when she's expecting her first child. And I see you are anxious, are you not?
Aye, Mr. Foreman, I own that I am.
Well, doubtless you are anxious owing to the unpredictable nature of your condition. For instance, sometimes the child might emerge from its mother's womb early, weeks or even months earlier than anticipated. This possibility is a medical fact, and one that should be explained to any husband you may... Do you see what I'm saying, Mistress Bassano?
Nay, not in the least, sir.
Ah, some of my maiden querents, I assume you are still unmarried and therefore a maiden, when they find themselves inexplicably with child, they oft do not remain unmarried for long. I advise you to discuss this with your family without delay, Mistress Bassano. Doubtless they will be keen to make the arrangements for you.
I see. Yes, of course. I must lose no time in finding a husband. I thank ye, Dr. Foreman. Good day.
Hell yeah.
Mary Payne is frightened when she spies a looking glass, for 'tis a portal out through whence the gates of hell do blast. A deadly and foul wind that comes direct from Satan's mouth. La 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 la.
They should have put
Hello
ass
to
in
you,
there.
Dr. Foreman. I am Mary Payne of 4th Street in Lambeth, and come to seek your counsel about my neighbours.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne, and well met. What trouble do your neighbours give you? They play their lutes into the night, perchance? Mayhap a neighbour has cast a malignant spell upon your cabbages.
Why, sir, 'tis no trifling matter. Indeed, 'tis a matter of grave importance. Doubtless you do know we have a Catholic living on 4th Street, a woman by the name of Avis Allen.
Ah, yes. I did hear tell that Mistress Allen subscribes to the Romish faith. But 'tis no crime to be a Catholic, is it, madam? At least, not at present.
Aye, but harbouring a Jesuit priest is, Dr. Foreman. These evenings past, I have spied a man sneaking in and out of the Allen's house. 'Tis my reckoning the man is a priest who is going hither and thither all over Lambeth to perform the Catholic Mass and take confessions. Doubtless Mr. Allen is hiding him in one of those little cupboards.
You mean to say you think Mr. Allen has installed a priest hole in his house? A secret room hidden behind the wood panelling of a wall?
A priest
Indeed,
hole.
I do. I am certain that he has such a
What?
hole, and that a priest is going in and out of Mr. Allen's hole from dusk till dawn.
But surely you are mistaken, madam, for under the cover of darkness, how can you be sure the man you did spy was not Mr. Allen himself?
Nay, nay, 'twas not Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen is a fine, tall figure of a man, whereas the figure I did spy was very narrow and malformed in appearance. A scrawny little imp of a man he was.
I see.
Now, you must not think me intolerant, Dr. Foreman. If Mistress Allen must cling to her idolatrous backward beliefs, 'tis her own affair, and I have no wish to cause trouble for the Allens. And 'tis true that Mistress Allen does now attend church on Sundays and takes
So
the
you're
English
telling me-
sacrament just as she ought to.
So
But
you're
we
telling me
residents of Fore Street are
there's a
decent
priest going in
English
that
folk.
boy's hole.
We will not abide an agent of Rome sneaking around our neighbourhood, muttering incantations in some devilish foreign tongue.
I
Oh.
think you mean Latin, madam.
But before I act upon my suspicions, I think it wise to know if there be any truth in them.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Who is this mysterious stranger, and why does he frequent the Allen's house late at night?
How do we appease this woman? No. No. Let's do that.
Ah, 'twould seem the man you saw is a foreigner who's been secreted into the Allen house to aid Mistress Allen with their family difficulties.
Family difficulties? Come, Dr. Foreman, pray speak plain.
Ah, well, as you doubtless know, the Allens have never been blessed with a living child. Mayhap 'tis the belief of Mistress Allen that the seed of a foreigner would prove more powerful than the, demonstrably less successful seed of Mr. Allen.
Then 'tis naught but adultery, fornication with a foreigner. Mistress Allen will pay dearly for such sinning. Her soul will be damned to an afterlife, beset by the exquisite tortures of hell's capricious demons.
Aye, well, according to
Exquisite
Scripture, that
tortures,
is
you say?
perfectly true.
But to harbour a Jesuit priest is a far greater evil. We must be glad that Mistress Allen commits naught but the sin of adultery, conducted late at night, with a man who gives forth strong foreign seed. You have given me much to think on, Dr. Foreman. Blessed day.
I am
Oh,
glad
you
to have been of
you
service,
fucking know
Miss
she's
Jane.
thinking about that. As you may well know, it is a well-known fact that Catholic people are sexually repressed. Whoop, there we go.
When the querent does rock a continental frock, when the Spanarant does rock a continental frock, when his Italian flair features all facial hair, 'tis Ferraro.
All right, Spicy Boy's
God give you
back.
good day, signor. And how may I assist you?
Tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to see the great Dottore Simon Foreman.
So I see. What brings you this day?
I bring myself to you, so you treat my illness. It is very grave.
And, what might this illness be? Perchance we might start with your complaints.
First problem is the laughter that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable laughter, you say? I see. Anything else?
Next problem, the dancing that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable dancing. And yet, you do not appear to be dancing at present.
What can I say? It is uncontrollable dancing. I cannot control when I dance.
Nay, 'tis a fair point.
Doubtless my disease, whatever it may be, is very rare and very difficult to diagnose. But of course, if it be beyond your medical understanding...
Let me assure you, Signor, that whatever is said of us on the continent, the learning of we English doctors is unparalleled. There is no better medical care to be had than in London. Now, let us see whether the stars may tell us something of your unusual and troubling illness.
Here we go. You know what? Yeah. Tarantula venom.
You have been bitten by a tarantula. Its venom has been creeping throughout your body, provoking the wanton laughter and dancing you're experiencing. The tarantula is a rare spider from foreign climes. Doubtless it travelled with you from Venice, hiding itself among your belongings.
Aye, doubtless you are right this time.
The venom may be expelled from the body using a combination of heat and music. I advise you to have a lutenist come by your house to sing and play for you while you bide near the fire. But take care not to insult the musicians playing, for whilst you will find it most loathsome, 'twill only be on account of the venom.
Molto bene, Signor Foreman. I will do as
Hell
advised.
yeah.
Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a good job.
Why does this lady feel confined? Mayhap the world is too unkind. Nay, doctor, medicate her mind. Pray cure this comely lady. Pray cure this comely lady.
Hell yeah.
Good day to you, madam.
Yes. Good day, Mr. Foreman. Pray tell, is your Venetian querent Riccardo Ferraro one of the patients you treat for troubles of the mind? Forsooth, his manner is right strange. I passed him at the door, and when I addressed him in the Italian tongue, he abruptly turned from me and ran away down the street.
Nay, Signor Ferraro has no grave troubles of the mind that I'm aware of. Mayhap he was merely dumbstruck by your beauty, madam.
Dr. Foreman, a man is rarely struck dumb by a woman's beauty. Indeed, 'tis quite the reverse. He is oft rendered all the more loquacious, plaguing her with ill-formed metaphors he believes are compliments, and with hasty declarations and invitations she has neither sought nor invited.
Ah, quite. But let us turn our minds to happier thoughts. I did lately hear of your marriage to your cousin, Mr. Alfonso Lania, for which I must congratulate you.
Cousin.
And as I recall, you were with child when I last saw you.
I was, as you correctly judged.
And your
Hell
child and
yeah.
husband are both well, I hope?
I would rather not discourse on the subject of my husband, Dr. Foreman.
As it pleases you, madam. What brings you this day?
Lately I have been feeling heavy and lethargic. I do also find it hard to fix my attention upon the book I am reading or upon words I am composing. And yet, although I oft feel right tired, I am having difficulty sleeping.
Ah, well, becoming a mother, beset with all the demands of a suckling babe, can force change upon the normal rhythms of life.
Nay, 'tis not that, for I have employed a wet nurse for the feeding and much of the care of my son. Methinks I must have some kind of disease.
I see. Let us consult the stars to see what afflicts you.
Sounds like it might be postpartum
What
depression.
is ailing Mistress Amelia Lania?
Melancholy. Phlegmatism. Choleric temperament. This is the only one that works.
Mistress Lania, the stars indicate that your suffering is occasioned by melancholy, or, in other words, black bile.
I see. And what treatment can you give me for it?
Before we speak of treating your condition, madam, I think it wise we determine what has provoked it. You did express a desire not to speak of your husband, and I cannot help but think that such a reluctance reveals where the source of your troubles might lie, to wit, within your marriage. Would I be right in thinking this? I do not wish to cause you distress, madam, but as a doctor, I do feel I must press you in case it is relevant to your troubles.
Here we
My
go.
marriage is not a happy one, Dr. Foreman. Mr. Lanier and I do not agree on matters of money and strong drink.
I see. And what are your opinions on these subjects?
That he spends all our money on strong drink. He disagrees.
And your husband cannot be brought around to see your point of view, nor you his, I presume. Well, the marital discord provoked by strong differences of opinion can often engender melancholy in a wife. Until the matter is resolved between you, you may take a syrup of roses and chicory. Drink of it each day, and it will serve to reinvigorate your vital spirits. I will also have
This
my
man-
manservant William bleed you of some of that.
This
excess
man's
bile.
out here producing medieval
Come
Xanax.
hither and bleed Mistress Lania.
Oh! I accidentally clicked out of the window. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Alright, so we need 8 letters, huh?
What is variation? We are no longer short. Seems 4 minutes now the patient, and Avis is the cure.
Ah, my dear Avis, what a pleasure it is to see you. I have oft thought of our
I
last...
cannot tarry long. My husband will be expecting me home.
Of course. But, dear lady, is something the matter?
Of course. Do not all your querents come with a matter they wish an answer to?
Well, yes, but...
I wish to ask of the stars whether a man I am close with, a man who is not my husband, whether that man be also close with another woman.
A man you are... I see. Well, if I am to judge the stars for you, I must ask you to be more precise. In what sense do you mean close? The platonic bond of friendship?
Nay, close in the sense of being intimate.
I see.
Sexually
Then
involved,
'tis
you
the
mean?
familial tie of kinship, perchance.
Nay, I mean someone with whom I have shared physical relations.
Now we're
Madam,
talking about.
If I am to give you an accurate reading, you must state your question clearly.
Methinks you know full well what I ask. I bid you ask the stars whether my lover is, that is to say, be it true that he engages with another woman in acts of strumpy humpy.
Astonished? 'Tis unlike you to speak such indelicate words. Now, if I understand you correctly, you have a lover, and you wish to know whether he has been sharing his tender favours with another woman.
Aye, but did I not verily say so?
And now that we have at last fathomed your question, let us read the stars to fathom an answer. Has Mistress Allen's lover been unfaithful to her?
Hmm. Let's go with A.
Stars are most clear, madam.
A
Your
gang.
lover has not been coupling with another woman.
He has not.
Forsooth, the stars say that your mind has been turned by jealousy and confusion. Now, if there is nothing further, madam...
Oh, how relieved I am to hear you say this. Oh, Simon, what a fool I have been not to trust you.
But you... this lover... 'twas me all along? You were not speaking of some other man?
I beseech you, pardon me, Simon. I had to know the truth from the stars, for I did hear tell of other women.
But how could you not see? No other woman is to me so dear and verily Is it not clear to you that I...
Do you verily, Simon?
Oh, my dear, sweet Avis.
Hell yeah. Let's see what time is it. Yeah, still plenty of time. Here we go.
Good morrow, madam.
Let's
I humbly
see.
welcome you to my consulting chambers and thank you for choosing my practice. Mistress...
Fortescue, Mistress Sybil Fortescue.
Well then,
There we
Mistress
go.
Fortescue, what may
Sorry,
I
I'm
assist
just
you with
plugging my
this day?
headphones in.
I come upon a most troubling matter, sir. I know not whether it is a medical matter or something else.
I see. Pray describe your trouble to me, madam.
Well, I suppose it all began with a dinner I hosted at my house last even. Mayhap you have heard of my dinners, Dr. Foreman. They are much talked about. Though I fear last evening's dinner will be talked about for all the wrong reasons.
Talked about, you say?
Yes, indeed, invitations to my dinners are much sought after, for I host the most desirable of guests. Lords, bishops, poets, explorers, painters, and the like. Why, last eve I hosted the famous Robert Lord Devereux, the playwright William Shakespeare, and the Bishop of London and his wife. As well as fascinating conversation, at my table I served the very latest and most original dishes.
God, I hope this one dies.
Last even, I served an exotic green vegetable called a potato. So crisp and refreshing. My dear husband sent them home to me from the New World. Doubtless you have heard of my husband, Captain Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh.
I see. Your dinners do sound most excellent, Mistress Fortescue. But what occurred at last eve's dinner that has you so distressed?
Well, in truth, 'twas after dinner. We all felt a strong desire to take some air, and so we left the table to take a turn in some pleasure gardens nearby. But then, as we were walking along the path, right in the middle of the gardens, in full public view...
Pray do not distress yourself, madam. Prithee, take your time.
My guests and I were, all of a sudden, stricken with pain. We began chundering and voiding from our... But there was nowhere to turn, you see. There were no bushes close by to shield our modesty. 'Twas unspeakable.
Oh
One
dear.
moment, madam, as I note this down.
Raw potatoes.
Abdominal
Awful.
pain and simultaneous upward and downward purging of a most sudden and violent nature.
Remember to cook your
Now,
potatoes all the
let
way
us
through,
see how
alright?
The stars explain this most distressing and unsavory event. What troubled Mistress Sybil Fortescue and her guests last eve?
Little cooking mishap. Evil digestion. Chilly cold. Wandering hands. Obviously evil digestion.
I think you said the New World vegetables you dined upon were green in colour, did you not? And you described them as crisp and refreshing, I think. I take it then that you served them to your guests green and raw?
Yes, indeed. Most of the potatoes my husband sent me were full dull and unhealthsome in appearance. Hence I served only the green ones. I had my cook cut them in such a way as to resemble roses. 'Tis the way I oft serve my apples.
Ah, then your trouble was a severe case of evil digestion. I have read that these vegetables can be noxious if they turn green.
Oh, my days! Do you mean I poisoned my guests?
In a manner of speaking, aye.
Oh,
But
dear.
worry not, madam, for the suffering was but temporary. Indeed, it does sound as if the bodies of your guests were most comprehensively prone to poison. However, in future, be sure to cook the potatoes until they are soft, and pray do not eat the ones that have turned green.
As God shall mend me, what a shameful affair this has been. I shall go home and, well, I shall write to my husband and ask that he includes cooking instructions with the next gift of food that he sends me. I thank ye and bid ye good day, Dr. Foreman.
Hell yeah. Let's see. I think I'll go only an hour and a half today. Tomorrow we'll start late. Tomorrow we will start late, but end at the usual time. As a reminder, next week we're doing all short streams because I have a lot of animating and recording to do.
Good even, Miss Lanier. What brings you?
I am come about my future, Dr. Foreman. I wish to know whether I will find success as a writer of poems and plays. You can predict futures, can you not?
You, madam? A writer of poems and of plays? Forsooth, how verily remarkable.
Well, 'tis true most of us Basanos and Laniers are musicians, but I have chosen a different path. I've lately begun a collaboration with a poet and playwright. Let us call him Mr. S. He is presently writing a play that takes place in northern Italy, and as I am of Italian heritage, he has asked me to help him write it.
How interesting. And does this collaboration betwixt you go well?
Right well, or so methinks. Indeed, Mr. S did suggest that I am full talented as a writer. Be not afraid of greatness, he told me. For once our play opens upon the London stage, our success will follow, as night follows day.
I see. Then what would you have me ask the stars, madam?
Well, I've noted that Mr. S, although a brilliant man, is oft prone to exaggerated melodrama and implausible plot resolutions. I wish to know whether this story of his, of our future success, is true.
Very wise of you, madam. Then let us see whether your success or failure is writ in the stars. Will Mistress Amelia Lanier find fame and fortune as a writer?
Yeah. Let's see what C says. Mr. S indulging in creative theft. Legacy marred by deceit and jealousy, alright. Let's go with A, just to be nice.
It would seem Mr. S.'s confidence is not misplaced, for the stars foretell that if you have faith in your success, you will succeed. And your contribution to the world will reach beyond literature to be of great benefit to society.
So, in order to succeed, I must hold fast to a belief that I will succeed.
Just so, madam.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
But what you are asking of me is right illogical, Dr. Foreman. Indeed, 'tis an impossibility. How can I maintain a belief that my success is inevitable when you have just informed me that my success is conditional and contingent? As Aristotle teaches us in
Mistress
his...
Lanier, mayhap I have confounded you with the nuances of my astrological reading. All you need know is that the achievement of your goals is very likely. Indeed, 'tis indicated that your collaboration with Mr. S will be a fruitful one. Prithee, madam, look not for bad news among the good.
Aye, mayhap 'tis best I not overthink it, as you say.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
thank ye, sir. Good even, Dr. Foreman.
We're doing pretty good. We're blasting through this thing.
Mistress Avis Allen, love of Foreman's life, how futile 'tis to fall for another man's wife.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam. What service may I perform for you this day?
For me? None. None at all.
Verily. Then I cannot fathom why you...
'Twas my husband who bade me come, for he finds it difficult to speak of... As I say,
Who
he
bade
had
me
come
come?
instead, and I could think of no reason to give him for why I should not come.
I see. Then what is troubling your husband? Madam, I cannot treat a querent without knowing first what his troubles are.
He is unable to perform his marital duties.
I see. And whatever does that mean? Your husband forgets to
He
put out the
can't
night's
fuck.
oil?
He
And
can't have
local
sex.
clothing He is neglected to fix? Prithee, madam, I bid you be more precise.
Ah, you know perfectly well what I mean, Simon. I bid you not have this out any longer. Pray read the stars and let us get this over with.
As you wish, madam. Now, let us see.
Dude's
What
shooting
ails Mr.
blanks.
Allen so as to render him unable to perform his marital obligations towards Mistress Allen.
Loss of carnal lust. Cold in the heart. Crick in the back. Yeah.
Your husband is suffering from a lack of sanguinity in the brain, which has resulted in a loss of carnal lust. According to my chart, there is little hope of remedy.
Verily, no hope at all.
Nay, I'm afeard not.
Oh, then Mr. Allen is not, cannot be a full husband to me. At least not in the full, true sense of being a husband.
Precisely so. And as a physician, it behoves me to observe how unnatural and lamentable it is that a wife be so neglected.
Simon.
Oh, my darling Avis.
They're just fucking. They're just fucking at this point. It's not about work anymore. It's just about fucking.
What doctors against him do make war? Doctors against him do make war. He makes love without a care. 'Tis true, Avis is not his by law. But in love and war is fair. But in love and war is fair.
Last even, 'twas like a dream. Never in my life have I felt so. Oh, my sweet Avis, 'tis true you are married, but surely a love as great as ours can transcend such earthly impediments. Dare I hope for... Nay, 'tis most unlikely. Or is it, forsooth?
All right, let's see. Come on.
Asking the stars, might Avis Allen one day be mine?
I feel bad for fucking around behind that guy's back, but like he can't do anything about it. For me. Let's see what B says. Yeah, let's go with that.
Avis will never leave her family. Well, I suppose that is no surprise, for after all she is a Catholic and so cannot divorce. Then the time she is able to afford me will have to suffice. Like a jewel, 'tis all the more precious for its rarity. Avis, my jewel, my bright star.
What this guy is doing is completely fucked. But at least he sees, like, the reality in it, where it's like, you know, he's Catholic, the Middle Ages, you can't divorce. Cherish what you have. You know, the message, cherish what you have while you have it, also applies to a lot of other stuff. Sometimes you just can't have it all, and that's alright.
Good day, Dean Blogg. Fare you well?
Most well indeed, and I will tell you why. The conquering cherub has lately returned home to England.
Ah, this being the voyage you did invest in.
Aye, and what a sound investment it was, for it has paid off most handsomely. The cherub's cargo of nutmeg and pepper will fetch a high price indeed. Forsooth, my earnings have enabled me to make a substantial investment in Sir Walter Raleigh's expedition to the New World.
Ah, methinks I've heard of this. 'Tis a quest to find the fabled lost city of gold, is it not? Or as the Spanish call it, El Dorado?
The very same, for it is said that El Dorado does lie deep within the rainforests of the southern parts of the New World, hiding vast quantities of gold and precious jewels. Hence, what I would have you tell me is, exactly how rich can I expect to be made from my investment?
I see.
For if I'm to be
El
made very
Dorado
rich, I am afeard that
did
news
not
of
do
my
much.
fabulous wealth may cause some jealousy among the
El
clergy.
Dorado was a
News
myth.
travels fast around the
They mostly
dials,
found platinum
and
out
I
there,
think it wise to
which
get
was
ahead of
tossed
it if I
into
can.
a lake
Then let us consult the
because
stars.
at the time they didn't know
What
the
will
value that
become of
platinum would
Thomas
have in the
Blagg's
future, which,
investment
no, fair
in
enough.
Sir Walter
But at
Raleigh's
the
quest
time,
for
platinum was borderline
El
worthless.
Dorado?
Violence. Stubborn, confident, and led by instinct? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this one.
I have ill tidings for you, Dean Blogg. Raleigh and his man have been set upon by a tribe of angry New World natives.
Angry natives? But surely the natives would greet us with much rejoicing. For do we not bring with us the gift of civilization? Would they not crave freedom from their tyrannical chieftains and cruel pagan gods?
Well, it would seem these particular natives cannot be reasoned with, as they are led by instinct alone, and they will fight to the last man, as it is not in their nature to surrender with honor, as Christian men would.
Truly? But,
Alas, I am afeard that Raleigh shall be forced to abandon his search for El Dorado, and your investment will come to
It
naught.
sucks, but this is definitely the truth.
I must own, sir, that I cannot share your uncharitable view of these savages. They may be heathens, but are they not still God's children? I will now take my leave, that you may engage in quiet reflection upon the spiritual dimensions of this question.
I keep fucking up with this man. I'm not getting that letter of recommendation. After this next one, we'll stop and we'll raid a person I watch a lot.
Good morrow, sir, and well met.
Indeed, 'tis I, Riccardo Ferraro.
Yeah, here we go. One, we're getting that. We're probably getting that. That's 4. There's spaces here for others.
Come once again to the great Dottore Simon Foreman.
Aye, and I can see why you are come. Methinks you are not well, signor. The colour of your face is quite alarming.
It is because I am losing the blood. The blood does drain away from my face, away down my body, and
Out of my,
You are bleeding from your fundament. How much have you been bleeding, and for how long?
Un poco, not too much. It does come and go. Sometimes blood, sometimes no blood. You stop the blood, see?
Mayhap I will.
Hell yeah.
But first, I must consult the stars to find a diagnosis. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
So he's bleeding from his fundament, which I assume is either his pianus or his anus. Hemorrhoids. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely hemorrhoids.
There is nothing here to worry about, Signor Ferraro. Your body is merely purging itself of corrupted blood, in a similar manner to that which does occur in a woman's nethers each month. To wit, 'tis most healthsome and natural.
Are you sure? Are you sure? That is your final answer?
Indeed it is. I do assure you, Signor, 'tis the very latest medical thinking on the subject of hemorrhoids. You are welcome to procure a second opinion, but I warrant you will find that most doctors in London will tell you the same.
Then Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day, Signor Foreman.
Now we're talking. So we finished that. Continue from there next time. Let's get up that schedule real quick. I apologize for this being a lower energy stream, but like end of the day, basically. You know, it's Sunday. You expect high energy on Sunday? Fuck off. Let's get that schedule up real quick. Tomorrow we're doing Portaboy Plus. On Tuesday we're doing Integer. On Wednesday there's a Bob Ross paint along that I'm doing. On Thursday we're doing Hungry Lamu. And Friday might be a Barotrauma collab. Still working that out with the boys, as it were. And then the usual Saturday, Sunday stuff. After that, on the Monday of Halloween, there will be a special event, and I hope you make time to show up. I'd like to thank you all for showing up today. We'll be rating someone I watch very often. I'll be logging off shortly. Have a great night. It is 10:08 p.m. It is a decent time for a late night snack. Remember to sweep every now and then. Love yourself. Love others. Tell the people you care about that you care about them. And of course, beat your dick like it owes you money. I'm starting the raid now, and I will be logging off shortly. Have a great night, and sleep well.